From the Backstreet Symphony release, that is Thunder with She's So Fine. And that's one band that every other year they're breaking up and then they're getting back together and putting out a new record, and then they say they're breaking up, and that is the weirdest thing. Have you ever figured that one out?
I haven't, and I love that band, so it is definitely strange how they're together, then they're not, then they are, then they're not, and they say they're broke up, and then you get a press release that, hey, the new record is coming out. So
it's the strangest goddamn thing.
I've never understood it. I think that certainly doesn't help them at all.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Pretty bizarre.
I like them.
I do too. I like Thunder a lot.
They're fun. They're kind of 80s, but they have more of that 70s-ish sort of a vibe to a lot of.
They got a little they got that blues rock influence of kind of a Led Zeppelin style thing.
Well, I don't know that I heard Led Zeppelin there, but okay.
You don't think that has any Zeppelin sound into it?
I don't know that I heard that, but I don't know. It just sounded kind of, bluesy. Definitely bluesy. I don't know that I would say Zepp, but
I didn't say they sound exactly like Zepp. I said they have that Zeppelin-ish influence in their music.
Hey, whatever works. Again, I'm not trying to tell you how to hear it. I didn't hear it personally, but I just like them. I just like them as a band.
Well, you better listen closer, pal, because I'm right about this.
All right. Well, as long as your opinion is all that matters, then you're a Led Zeppelin tribute band. I heard that, and I couldn't fucking help but sing the words to Misty Mountain Hop.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Well, we are in the playoff part of the season for baseball.
Okay.
And I read this the other day, and I am so, and I hope other people have a backlash against this political correctness bullshit, because it's just getting to the point to where you cannot do or say anything about anything. Just normal words, everyday words are problems now.
Yeah.
And who are these people always pointing their fingers and pointing things out?
Well, who's the people that are listening to them is more the case. A lot of people can say a lot of stupid things. It's the people that fucking take it that are the problem.
Yeah.
If I don't know what this story is, but let's just say it was the okay sign or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's the okay sign and people are like, that's racist, and you're going, yeah, you're the problem for saying yeah.
Yeah.
You should be like, shut up.
Well,
I'm doing that symbol for 1,000,000 years and it's never been racist, so fuck off.
Well, I haven't had an update on my iPhone recently.
Okay.
But Sal was texting me the other day.
Okay.
And he said the okay sign is gone from his emojis.
Oh, is it?
That's what he said. But it's on mine. I still have it, but I haven't had an update recently, so I'm sure if there's going to be an iPhone update, it may remove that.
Well, what are you? But you're still rocking on iPhone 6. You're probably on iOS 4.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just saying what he told me.
Yeah. Well, when's the last time you updated your phone?
Well, it wasn't long ago. It was a month or so ago.
And is it so you're on iOS 13, the new one?
Well, whatever it is, I have no idea. I would look at the version I'm on.
Right. Well, let me look at my phone and see if they have an okay sign. I don't use emojis, so if you can believe that, that's the one fucking techie habit that I have never picked up on. I never use emojis. Really, other than smiley faces every once in a while.
Right.
Man, I can't. This fucking phone. Fucking Christ. I can't do anything. I don't know. Mine still has an okay.
Okay.
And it's even the backwards one. I think that's real racist. Is there a way to turn it upside down so it can really be fucking racist?
No idea.
Boy, this has all kinds of stupid fucking... In what world would you need a leg? There's literally an emoji for a leg.
Get a leg up?
I guess. Or a foot? Or an ear? They have emojis for all this bullshit. Who uses this shit? I know you used to be emoji guy. All right, here's a cat sword fighting. The fuck would I ever use a cat sword fighting for? Skiing, swimming. I would never use any of it. This is too fucking faggot ass for me.
Well,
Jesus.
it looks like my phone is due to have an update.
Okay.
And it would be 13.1.2.
Oh, yeah, that's the latest. Sure.
So I bet you if I download that, that'll remove the OK sign.
Try it out.
I don't want to do that.
You got to keep your racism.
Yeah, I do. I want my racism on display.
Yeah. So what if you just say okay? Is that slightly racist?
It's not racist at all.
Is it? Am I sort of hating mulattoes if I just say okay versus black people by showing okay?
Yeah. I mean, anyone who even buys into the whole okay thing, which was a hoax to begin with, is an idiot.
Yeah, you're just a fool.
Yeah.
That's my point, is people can say anything. The Westboro Baptist Church with all their God hates fags and all that stuff. What did we say? What was the general consensus when they came out? What a bunch of idiots, right?
Yeah, ignore them.
What a bunch of fucking fools. Ignore them.
But the thing is it came from religious zealots.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it didn't come from religious zealots and it came from, say, CNN or MSNBC, would it be looked at differently?
It should be looked at the same.
I agree. I'm just asking the question. If it didn't come from religious zealots and it came from a different source.
Yeah, of course. People are just so stupid. I'm going to break the fourth wall here.
Okay.
Let's share something that's not going to, this is going to be a stunning revelation here. You can see the TV, right, Neely? You can see me?
Yes.
See what I'm holding here?
Yes.
What is that?
That's a mic.
That's a mic. You have one too, right?
I do. I have one right here in front of me.
There's yours right there. And we're both obviously on camera. So on some level, you can watch us. You can watch this video on television, correct?
If you have a subscription, which, by the way, you can get a subscription.
That wasn't what I was going to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making a
TV,
joke.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm just making a joke.
Vimeo.com/on-demand/CMS Studio.
Right.
But anyway, just because we have a microphone and just because we can be seen on TV does not mean we're right.
Or credible.
Or credible or honest or anything. It doesn't mean shit. Every one of you dick fucks that are listening on your iPhone right now or are listening on a laptop that has a camera or whatever, you are every bit as capable and credible to make your statement as Rachel Maddow or Anderson Cooper or Shepard Smith or whoever the fuck. They're no more credible. Their words don't mean more. We're all just a bunch of douches. Every one of us. And you're literally taking your cue from a fucking flashlight that is flashing signals at you in your face. You're fucking stupid if you take any message from anybody other than your own personal beliefs. You can assess what they say, but if you ever take a message from anybody other than assessing it yourself, you're a fucking dummy. Period. That's all.
Or you're just lazy.
Yeah, well, which makes you an idiot.
Yeah. I saw it on Facebook, so it must be true.
Yeah. The blips on my screen told me to think this way.
Yeah.
Are you fucking crazy?
I saw it on Twitter, man.
Yeah. You're just a fucking idiot. That's what you are. If I fucking hold a flashlight in your face and go boop, 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 that shouldn't make you think, well, I hate black people now, or gays are wrong, or gays are right, or anything. You know what it should be? It should be, dickhead, get that fucking flashlight out of my face. That should be your answer.
Right.
God damn, people stink.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, since we're into the old playoff season,
yeah,
a Bay Area news station likely wants to do a do-over after using a facepalm-worthy, racially insensitive headline in its coverage of the Atlanta Braves being bounced out of the MLB postseason.
All right, well, first of all, any any credible news person would not use the tagline "facepalm worthy."
Facebook.
Oh, facepalm. Oh my God. You're literally integrating emojis into your fucking sentence structure. You stink. Whoever the writer is here, you stink.
KTVU, the Bay Area's Fox affiliate, recapped the St. Louis Cardinals' win over the Braves in Game 5 of the National League Division Series with a chyron that reads, drumroll please, Braves scalped.
Scalped?
Scalped.
Okay.
That's straight out of the Yikes Factory.
The Yikes Factory?
Yeah, yikes. I can't believe they said scalped in Braves.
In your life of you used to be a truck driver.
Yes.
How many Yikes Factories did you drive by?
Never once.
Enough with the fucking made-up horse shit. You're obviously making up words to tell your story, so obviously your story does not have validity. Well, it's made up.
Yeah, you're just trying to gin up, outrage.
Here's a newsflash, cocksuckers. They fucking used to cut hair, the top of people's heads off. That's what the Indians did. They'd capture you, and they'd cut the top of your fucking head off. And that was considered a loss. When they did that, you lost. You lost your life, you lost the battle, you lost your fight. There's nothing wrong with that. Just stop it. Oh, my God.
Particularly given the conversation that surrounds the Braves recently, a Cardinals pitcher, a Native American descendant, objected to the Braves' infamous tomahawk chop.
Did he?
And the team responded Wednesday by toning down its use of the chop.
Faggots.
There's not any good time to roll out a scalped headline, but this was particularly a bad one.
All right. Good night, everybody. I'm done. I'm walking away from the show tonight. I don't want to do this. I don't want to comment on this shit anymore. I hate America. Honestly, it pains me to say it. I serve this fucking country. And I hate that my service, in any way possible, enabled this kind of faggot-ass thought that we can't say words and we are perceived incapable of delineating between factual statement and metaphor. Nobody is saying that they actually chopped somebody's fucking head off. They just are making a comparative metaphor. Since they're the Braves, it's trying to be cute. That's all it's trying to be. Just like if the Bears have a rookie, they might call him one of their Cubs. You know, oh, God damn it, Neely.
As you can imagine, this being the social media age, which has been the biggest downfall of this country as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, my God.
And all this spread quickly, and plenty of people wanted answers. They wanted answers.
Yeah, here's your answer. Go fuck yourself. There's your answer. You're not due anything. You're not due. When did we come to this fucking place where people think that they're due not being offended or not hearing something they don't want to hear? If you don't want to, guess what? If you don't want to read that headline, don't buy that fucking paper. Don't listen to the news. Turn the fucking sound off. Turn the TV off. I can't believe that I'm going to say this, but I guess Jeff Tate, of all people, had the right answer when he did the song Off the TV on his fucking album, Something in Thieves. But he had the right idea. Turn off your fucking TV. If you're so fucking fragile that you can't hear Braves got chopped in their game or got scalped, then you're a fucking asshole that doesn't deserve life. Just end it. Go away. Move somewhere where they'll fucking act like this is important. Well, I guess they're already living somewhere where they act like this is important. This is so fucking stupid. It isn't even funny, dude.
I agree.
Oh, my God.
Well, I think you're missing the point here.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
The point is that it's not about these people who are so incensed and outraged.
Yeah.
Whoever they are, the people who comment on this kind of stuff, they want to eliminate this from anyone seeing this.
Well, here's your news flash. Go fuck yourself. Some of us aren't going to change. We're not going to do it. And I got more news for you. The next generation, they're going to get tired of this shit too. And when it fucking swings, when that pendulum swings the other way, boy, is it going to be bloody. It is going to be a bloodbath for all these fucking weak, limp-wristed pussies. Because you know it's going to swing back. There's only so far you can push people. Dude, you know what this is like? Did you ever think about this? You take a pool, okay, a swimming pool.
Yes.
And you put a big wall in that swimming pool, right?
Yeah.
And then you start pushing that wall back so the water builds higher and higher and higher up, right?
Yep.
Eventually, that water is going to fucking come flooding back over the wall. And it is a violent fall when that water comes back to the dry area. It is just a pow.
Right.
Smash. And that is what is going to happen here eventually. More and more people are getting sick of this shit.
They are.
And Lord knows, it's all going to come to a head in the election, I think. Don't you think?
I think so. I think that, the undercurrent is that people are going to go, yeah, we're going to vote for, we're going to vote Donald Trump back in. Mm-hmm. And we hope he even goes twice as hard against the media or whoever it is.
How many shootings do you think there's going to be at the polls? Seriously.
You think there will be shootings?
Oh, yes.
You think so?
Oh, yes. I think that there's absolutely going to be people on both sides that are going to show up armed and fucking try to bully people, and then somebody else is going to shoot at them. I think that's 1,000% going to happen. There's no question. Look, you can't fucking wear a goddamn Trump hat without getting fucking mobbed by an Antifa group to fucking hit you in the face with a fucking hammer. You think they're going to let these people reelect Trump unscathed? Fuck that. They're going to show up with fucking weaponry. And then you're going to get people like Hell's Angels types or whatever that are going to answer the other way with pistols and guns.
Yeah.
There's absolutely going to be fucking bloodshed to vote this time. Absolutely. 1,000% sure of that. You don't think that?
I don't know.
Well, if you had to guess.
I'm gonna go the other direction. I don't think so. I think people might think that, but is it going to be a widespread thing? Is there going to be an incident or two? Maybe, but would it be widespread? I don't think so.
Well, if Antifa shows up trying to intimidate people, I hope it is a widespread thing.
It is a federal crime. It's not a local misdemeanor. It's a federal crime for poll intimidation.
Okay, and the government has been so good so far at fucking honoring the law with all of this fucking Antifa violence. There's no guarantee that will even matter. It's not like these Antifa guys are going to jail every time they fucking beat somebody up with a fucking Trump hat on.
Well, but they're not breaking a federal law at that point.
Still breaking a law and not being arrested.
Yeah, but that's the local police who have to enforce that.
Okay, and what you think? Who do you think is going to step in and on the federal level?
Well, if there's violence at a polling place, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different.
You think they're going to call out the National Guard?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just going to say that maybe from a higher up that the local municipality might be instructed to enforce the law or get out there and, like I said, just enforce the federal laws.
But the problem is that the local law, the higher up, they all want Trump not to be voted for. There's a big there's a big thought that they don't want Trump in their office there. They're not going to be too upset if people are turned away, if they're scared to vote, if they're scared of the violence. They're not going to be upset about that. Not at all.
Well, we'll see what happens in 13 months.
I know. It's going to be interesting. I know. I mean, I told you about the last election when they fucking when somebody tried to fucking, I mean, they didn't try to stop me physically, but they tried to, who are you voting for? You know, tried to intimidate me. I was like, I'm voting for fuck you. That's who. Wasn't going to be intimidated by some asshole standing outside the door. Fuck off.
Yeah.
We've had enough of you weak, sunken chest, slope shoulder, sad-eyed, bitch-ass beta males. Fuck you all. If your beanie is pulled back to here and you got a man bun under it, fuck you.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jericho.
Mm-hmm. He's right.
So here's the faggots that commented on this story via social media.
Good. Right on. They should. They shouldn't be allowed to say that, said I'm a pussy 32 on Twitter.
Right. Man, I can't believe the kind of stuff they put on TV back in the, oh my God, that's from tonight. Seriously? So bad.
Ugh.
That's a dude saying that, by the way.
Oh my God. What? How can we be in the world with these people? Oh my God.
Then Jersey Jen says, KTVU, I'm disappointed in you. Could you be any more culturally insensitive? Brave, scalped? Really?
Brother. Shut up.
Hey, KTVU, anyone who saw this headline before it aired should be fired. Look at this garbage from KTVU in San Francisco. How do you people get away with this racist crap in 2019?
Yeah, the ironic part is none of these queers were even watching the fucking game.
Yeah.
They're all just reading the story. Because do you know any sports fan that would ever be offended by any of this shit?
No, of course not. Not if you're a real dude.
Well, even if you're a fucking half a fag. You know, I'm just going to say, sports fans don't give a shit about this kind of shit.
They don't.
Sports fans could care. Most sport, like, you know, I mean, we obviously have the Indians controversy here with the Indians, obviously. And the Braves have it, and the Redskins and whatever. And you know what? People that watch the games day to day, that actually care about these fucking teams, no one cares. I would say there's under 1% of the people that watch the Cleveland Indians, you know, the town I'm from, that actually watch those games and then come out of it and go, you know what? I really wish they would change their name to the Barons because the Indian is just tasteless. No one says that. No one that appreciates that sport says that. Why don't they just fucking ignore it? Ignore shit that you don't care about. Because we sure as fuck don't care what you are, what you think, and what you're about. We don't care. Go away.
Well, the whole idea is that they're warriors, you know, railing against this because they're trying to protect the rest of us from this.
Yeah, thanks. We don't need to be protected. We're not guaranteed protection. More to the point, show me in the Constitution where it says you're guaranteed to not be offended. There's no guarantee about not being offended.
I agree.
All right, continue. I'm ready to walk off the show. I can't fucking stand these fucking people.
Yep.
I hate them.
It really is ridiculous.
There's got to, where's this from? Yahoo News?
It was from some sports.
There's got to be a way to send some kind of pulse to anybody that fucking that says these things, that just makes their computer blow up and kill them. Isn't there? You type in some kind of social justice thing, your computer just blows up and you die. Can't Al Qaeda or can't Al Qaeda figure that out? Put in the social justice bomb. Yeah, there's got to be some way to do this. There's got to be. We got to get rid of these fucking assholes.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know if you're familiar or not. I know you don't watch a lot of news or you don't pay much attention anymore.
And none. But go ahead.
Well, since you were talking about getting rid of people.
Yes.
This is something we need to purge these people.
Okay.
Are you familiar with this young 16-year-old from, I think she's from Sweden. Her name is Greta Thunberg.
I know of her. She's like half a tard and she doesn't like Trump or something. And she's like a climate person.
Yeah. She's one of these kids who bought into this whole climate change climate change hoax.
And she's functioning retarded or something, right?
Well, I don't think that's the case at all. She's just a 16-year-old girl. She's an activist.
I honestly thought she was like retarded or autistic or something.
No, there's nothing wrong with her aside from that she's brainwashed.
The only thing I know about her is she scowled at Trump when he walked by.
That was it, because look at him.
I saw that picture and was like,
he doesn't believe in climate change. I
just saw that picture. I was like, that is a punchable face. Just like that kid that fucking stood out there with the Indian guys, even though he didn't do anything. Another punchable face.
Right.
Two very punchable faces right there.
Well, an Iowa teacher has been placed on administrative leave after he allegedly, again, this is so stupid. People, get off your fucking social media. Close all your social media. Get out of it. Get off of Facebook. Get off of Twitter. Get off of any mainstream social media and stop posting your feelings and thoughts on things. You're only going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So an Iowa teacher, once again, a teacher who's employed by the state. So you're now a state employee, has been placed on administrative leave after he allegedly posted a threatening comment on
Facebook,
of course, in regards to climate change activist Greta Thunberg. Matt Barish, or Baish, I guess how you say his name, Baish, a science teacher at West High School in Waterloo, Iowa, was placed on leave last Friday after he purportedly posted, "Don't have my sniper rifle," on an article shared from Little Village magazine about Thunberg the day before. Though the comment was later deleted, a screenshot of it was shared on the Waterloo Community School District Facebook page, sparking outrage
and shock
from fellow users.
And people were flabbergasted.
How is this man a science teacher if he's not believing the world-renowned scientist and science community that climate change is real?
You mean like those other 500 that came out at the UN and said it isn't real?
Yeah. How come the people who believe or say that climate change is real is more credible than the ones who say it's not real?
Yeah. You know, dude, it's funny because I actually had this argument a week or so ago with somebody on Facebook. One of the rare times that I actually got into something lately with somebody about this, you know, and I have a simple thought about this whole climate change thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it came from this guy. I said that, you know, there's no real reason to believe this, not because of the fact that there's people that are saying it is true or there's people that are saying it isn't true. The fact that there are so many on both sides basically says you should do more research, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even going to say, I know you are a staunch, it's fucking bullshit guy.
It is bullshit.
I'm a guy that doesn't know. I don't fucking study this shit, and I don't care. I'm going to keep using fucking oil in my car. I'm going to keep burning gas. I'm not going to throw every fucking piece of plastic in my recycle bin. I'm just not going to do it. Fuck you. Fuck the earth. I'm not going to be here to see its demise. So I'm selfish. Fuck you. That's my personal answer.
Okay.
But all that being said, if there is like I know that the number was 500. There were 500 people, scientists, that said this is bullshit at the UN, right?
Yes.
And there's X number of people, probably the same number, maybe even more, that are saying it is real, it's true, it's whatever.
Right.
If you have that kind of a disparity on the numbers, and you don't have any clear cut 100% of the people agree on any of it, then how can you fucking logically say, well, this is the way it is then? You can't. You have to say, well, we need to fucking learn more. We have to study more. We have to incorporate this with this. We have to figure out pollution versus fucking, solar change or whatever the fuck. I don't know anything about fucking climate change. But my whole point is that no one should have a clear cut 1,000% it can't be or it can be. At best, we can say we really don't know. We really, I don't think that these scientists, these 500 scientists that are for it, or these 500 scientists that are against it, I don't think any of them are like, well, I'm saying this only because my political views feel that way.
And my funding.
Yeah, and my funding. I think that there's probably some belief in their system that it is or it isn't true. There's something that they've seen in their data, which is much, much higher end than me or you will ever understand. There's something that leads them to that conclusion. But the fact that nobody can have a universal consensus about it it leads it to making a point that you just can't fucking make a clear-cut decision.
I agree.
So no. So with that said, absolutely no, you're not getting any more of our fucking tax money. Fuck you. You can't even prove for 1,000% sure. You can't even find a fucking majority to say that it's true. So why would I pay for the privilege of fucking not throwing away my shit? And to be honest, if you're going to tax me for it, you're going to see a whole new level of not fucking giving a fuck about it. If I have to pay a bill for climate problem, I am going to fucking pour oil all over my fucking driveway just to keep the snow from sticking to it.
Well, you're already paying a bill.
I am? What bill am I paying?
And anytime you're paying your energy bill, your electric bill, any of these, there's a tax in there for that kind of stuff.
And you know what? I am the most energy non-conscious person in the history of my neighborhood. Dude, I get that fucking electric bill every single month, and every month it says the same thing. You're using 80% more electricity than your neighbors. And I'm like, yes, I am. Not going to turn a fucking light off. Oh, fuck it. Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lights that are on right now within eye shot of me. 8. And I'm not turning any of them off. I can afford the bill. I don't give a fuck if it hurts the goddamn solar system. So fuck you. I've got 8 lights on that I can see right now.
Right.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Well, for me personally, when I look into this and I see that there's tons of research out there where they do like these boring samples and core samples from these glaciers that have been around for hundreds of years, and they can look at the different layers and they can basically tell through the centuries, when there was a warming period, then there was a colder period and a warming period and colder period. This is just natural fluctuations. Whatever it is, it's a natural fluctuation.
Right.
And that's, and not only that, but since the rise of social media specifically, this whole climate change thing is more of an emotional reaction than fact driven.
Right.
It's emotional. People get emotional about it. It's just like, why do you care? You're going to be dead in 50 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you care? Because of the children, man. It's like, yeah, that's, again, emotional. Everything's emotional.
Those children will be dead too.
Yeah, so fuck off.
I don't know dick about science. I really don't. I don't care. And honestly, I don't give two fucks about climate change. But I'll tell you this. We just, in the last month or so, had a fucking asteroid the size of Texas that just missed hitting the Earth. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Month and a half ago?
Yeah.
They said it was the size of Texas. It would have caused the end of civilization or the restart or whatever of civilization. We're way more likely to just get fucking bombed out by fucking solar rocks.
Right. Well, here's the other thing. I'm sure you remember when Mount St. Helens exploded.
Yeah, sure.
Remember that volcano that blew up Mount St. Helens?
Yeah.
They said that spewed more ash and debris into the atmosphere than like 20 years worth of auto emissions.
Right.
Just that one event.
Sure.
And it's just like, that was a natural occurrence.
Yeah.
Nothing's and what happened? Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, dude, worrying about this shit is fucking ridiculous. I get it that you have people that are, that study this shit and are trying to build a better tomorrow or whatever the fuck catchphrase they want to use. But just get off it. If you want to do that. But don't tell me to fucking fund it, because I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do next week? I'm going to buy 2 more fucking cases of water bottles. I'm going to. I'm not going to get me a fucking one of those big water jug things, to save on the plastic or anything. I'm going to keep throwing those and you know what I do with every one of those water bottles? I crunch it down and throw it away.
Yeah.
Total waste. Totally never going to be biodegraded. Totally don't care.
Right.
Don't care. I hope a fucking dolphin chokes on it. Fuck you and your climate change.
And the other thing is that this country, the U.S. anyway, we have had programs in place for decades to try to clean up our environmental output.
Yeah.
As soon as these climate change nuts start putting pressure on India and China to do something about their waste, then I might be concerned. But as long as those two countries specifically are creating the waste and the toxic environment that they're putting out, I'm not going to give two shits about it.
Yeah. You want to worry about waste here in the United States? Worry about San Francisco and human waste. Jesus Christ. How about that? I'm way more worried about shit in our streets than I am about fucking hairspray fucking polluting the ozone.
You haven't heard that in a long time.
Holy fuck. Watch this. See this? Here's my beer can. I just crushed it. Right in the garbage. Not even the fucking recycle bin. Right in the garbage. Not putting it in the recycling. I'm going to throw that away in the actual garbage.
Yeah.
You want to fucking sort it out? Do it yourself, garbage man.
Yeah, pal.
Fuck you, waste management.
Well, like I said, if it wasn't such an emotional issue, it might have a little more weight. But for me, see, the people who I've had discussions with about this, it's always emotional with them.
Yeah, of course.
And so it's just like, where did you get your information from? And why are you so emotional about it? You're going to be dead in 30 years, so why do you care?
Exactly.
Why do you care so much?
Well, I know I don't.
So, anyway, getting back to this. How is this man allowed to continue to be a teacher at all if he is threatening to shoot a child? He needs to have his teaching certificate revoked, and he needs to find another job field entirely, one that does not involve him being directly responsible for others' people's lives, especially children.
Where is he responsible for anybody's life?
Well, because he said he didn't have a sniper rifle available.
Okay.
As a joke.
Yeah, well, that didn't affect anybody's life.
Well,
him not having it might have affected if he used it.
Yeah. Again, you can't say anything, even in jest.
Yeah.
And if he has guns, perhaps they should review his permits.
Are you kidding me? She said this?
Yes.
Yeah, they should review his permits because he has a gun.
Yeah.
And he said he didn't have it with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
According to the statement from Waterloo School's Director of School and Community Relations, Tara Thomas, teachers and students at West learned about Baisha's comments the day he was put on leave. We are aware of a social media situation involving one of our employees, Thomas said. The nature of the content shared rose to the level of putting this employee on administrative leave pending an investigation.
Well, yeah. I will say this in this one case.
Yes.
In this case. I think that's a fair thought to suspend this guy that is saying he would like to shoot a kid.
Yeah, I agree.
And he's a teacher.
I agree.
Because who says that's the only kid he wants to shoot? You know, there might be some closer to home that he wouldn't mind throwing some lead into.
Yeah, well, again, this is so stupid.
Well, it is.
Again, and I've said this for years now. Years. Yeah. If you have a social media page, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, get the fuck off of it.
Right.
Especially if you're an employee of the state or are paid by taxpayers of any kind.
Right.
Stay off of it. We appreciate your patience as we sort through the details, and thank you for respecting the process.
Right.
Thunberg, 16, rose to prominence 2 weeks ago when she blasted world leaders for failing to act on climate change in a, here it is, emotional speech at the United Nations.
Yeah.
See, it's all about the feels, man. This is all wrong, she told them. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean, yet you come to us young people for hope. How dare you?
Nobody's coming to her for hope. Nobody.
The Swedish teenager was one of the 16 children who filed a legal complaint with the United Nations against Brazil, France, Germany, Argentina, and Turkey for not doing enough to tackle climate change.
Wow.
Last Friday, she joined over 3,000 activists in demanding Iowa City and the University of Iowa achieve 100% renewable energy by 2030. They demanded it.
Yeah, pal.
We teenagers and children shouldn't have to take the responsibility, but right now the world leaders keep acting like children, and someone needs to be the adult in the room, she told the crowd.
Shut up. Shut up, kid.
The world is waking up. Where are the change? And the change is coming whether they like it or not.
Yeah, you know what? When you start paying for the changes, then your opinion might mean a little something. But until then, when you're sitting at home and you're thinking that I should have to pay for it, go fuck yourself, kid. Just fuck yourself.
Just don't put on social media you don't have a sniper rifle available.
No kidding. Jeez.
So this is what people are consumed with. It's like, who are you? Why do you believe in this?
And why do I care what you believe? You're just some fucking dumb kid. Or maybe you're a smart kid. But even if you are, I don't care. You have as much fucking value to me as that dumb kid in the Obama administration that built the fucking clock bomb or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that too.
You know, she's the same kid as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Just another nobody that I'm never gonna fucking give two fucks about. She spoke at the UN. Well, the UN is a fucking scuzzbag organization anyway. The UN is an absolute fucking disaster.
Yeah, I see they're out of money too.
Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck you. Don't ask us for more. Why don't you fucking pay your rent or get the fuck out of our fucking country? Turn that building into a high-rise McDonald's, you fucking fags.
A high-rise McDonald's.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, my God. That's funny. All right. Since we're talking about, kind of abuse.
Okay.
You're going to love this.
Oh, all right.
A mother of two. Why is she identified as a mother of two? Why can't she just be identified as a woman?
Because we have to feel sympathy.
See, there you go. It's emotional again.
Of course.
A mother of two has been jailed for biting and racially abusing a police officer while she was dressed in only black suspenders and her dressing gown. I'm assuming that since this is England, she was probably like wearing a garter belt and stockings or something.
And she bit a cop?
She bit a police officer and abused him racially.
She should have got a dental appointment from his baton.
Gemma Johnson launched a vile tirade at the officer after a dispute erupted when bailiffs were trying to remove the family's Audi A3 from outside their home.
Is it Jenna Johnson? That's a white girl, right?
It's Gemma Johnson. She kind of looks like Tiffany Trump in a little bit.
Oh, Tiffany Trump is.
She screamed, "Stop that fucking," let's see. She screamed, "Stop that fucking pussy." Let's see. I'm not sure what the P word is here because they got it blocked out. From hitting my daughters. Get that fucking pussy, as she jumped on the police officer. The 34-year-old was, let's see. The 34-year-old was jailed for 18 months after she admitted assaulting two police officers and racially aggravating a public order offense. Prosecutor told the court that the outrageous scenes erupted at 9:30 a.m. on September 11th after a widow of the family's gray Audi was a window. Wait a minute. Let me back up here. Prosecutors told the court that an outrageous scene erupted at 9:30 a.m. on September 11th after a window on the family's gray Audi was smashed while the bailiffs were attempting to repossess the vehicle. The prosecutor said that the officer was concerned that one of the bites had broken his skin and he didn't know whether he might have contracted something. Miss Holmes said in the footage you can hear her saying fucking pussy and the word pussy being used to describe Officer Hussein.
Officer Hussein?
Yeah. The officer is heard in the footage saying, "She bit me, she bit me." A second officer, an Officer Waller, said she begins to help the defendant Johnson to her feet and cover her up with the dressing gown. I guess she ran out of the house there and she was just like in her underwear or something to stop them from repossessing her car.
It's hot, except it's not.
However, as she led the defendant to the van, she calls her an ugly cow and then proceeds to spit in her face.
Who did this? This girl?
Yeah, this girl did this.
To Hussein?
To one of the officers. I guess one of the officers was like a female, I'm assuming.
And she's named Hussein?
Well, it says one of the officers was named Hussein.
Okay. On September 11th?
Yes.
Interesting. She's really hagged out.
Who, this blonde chick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of flatso tits and... Not digging her. Not flatso, but just, I don't know. Broken eggs that are still fucking dripping down the pan.
Johnson had received a 12-month prison sentence, suspended for 2 years on January 23rd of this year. She had attacked a family in a residential street in Hill, punching a 13-year-old girl before raining punches down on the girl's mother.
Oh, she's a character.
Yeah, she's a good neighbor.
My God, she's fun.
Jailing her for 18 months, the judge said, you could not simply stand by and allow these public enforcers to do their job and take the car away, which you couldn't pay for. What you did is attacking the officers was completely outrageous, and you totally lost control. When the officer Hussein tried to do her job, you called her a fucking... I don't know. It starts with a P. I'm seeing a fucking pussy.
I mean, what other word is there?
Yeah.
Peckerhead?
And then when she restrained you, you bit her, which she described as clamping down. And it's court's duty to protect the emergency service workers so they can carry out their work. PC Waller helped you. Police officer Waller helped you and was courteous towards you, but when you were led to the van, you spat in her face. This is simply outrageous behavior. For the previous offense, which took place in August of last year, you were very lucky you did not go to prison.
Yeah, I guess so.
The previous judge took pity on you and suspended the sentence for what was particularly an unpleasant and nasty assault. That's not being a role model at all. I have to take into account everything and immediately take you into custody today. However, I take a merciful course. I activate the suspended sentence of 12 months and I add 6 months consecutively to each of the 3 new charges to run concurrent to the original offense.
Boy.
Before she was taken away to start her sentence, Johnson shouted to her daughters, "I love you!"
That's funny.
What is it with people who just can't control themselves?
Oh, I can't really speak on that. I've been known to do that myself, but when I was 20,
yeah,
I sort of grew out of it. But Jesus, I don't know. How old is this girl?
34.
She should be done with it by now. She's just a fucking spoiled twat. Thinks she's a badass. Fucking, has gotten her way because she sucked good dick or something. Which made her feel like she could do whatever she wants.
Apparently so.
That's got to be it. She's constantly, probably bounces from boyfriend to boyfriend, but doesn't have more than 2 weeks fucking in between any because that's how she feels like she can be tough.
Well, apparently her white privilege didn't work for her.
No, well, she spit on a Muslim, allegedly. Can't do that. That's more wrong than white privilege.
Yeah. People are just insane, man.
Yeah, I'd say.
Now, here goes the question. I know we've talked about this before. Did this stuff ever happen before and we just weren't aware of it because of because lack of the internet or 24/7 news or anything? Did this kind of stuff happen before, or does this kind of stuff happen now because of, say, like social media or whatnot?
I think a little of both, but it definitely happened before. I mean, dude, when I was growing up, I mean, not that I'm not going to be that. Well, when I grew up in the tough streets of Streetsboro, I'm not going to be that guy. But my neighbors used to fight all the fucking time. There was always fucking fist fights going on and police coming and whatnot to a neighbor's house and whatnot. But it just wasn't news. Now there's just, everything's a news story now. Now it's such a fucking shamey culture that anytime anything happens, somebody wants to put it on the fucking news. We gotta show the people that this is bad.
Yeah.
So it's kind of both. Back when we were kids, I mean, dude, and this even started a little before fucking social media. Think about like the newspapers before social media hit. when all of a sudden they started publishing the police blotter.
Oh yeah, I remember actually reading that. I remember the little penny shoppers magazines that would, throw that in your mailbox for free, or, you could pick it up at the grocery store or whatever, and in the back you would get the police blotter.
Yeah, and then you'd read it to see if you knew anybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the start of this, was that it got some attention, and then, now you can fucking blow up an idiot like this into a worldwide story. Just put some fucking psycho doing some psycho shit. Fucking throw in the catchphrase of a mother of two, so that people are like, oh, what could she possibly have done? And then it's more of a story.
True.
People are like, oh, then it turns into the emotional thing. You got half the people would be like, fuck her, good, give her more time. Then you the other people that are like, oh, well, she's just misunderstood because she's a mother of two. How can you separate her from her children?
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. It's just everything comes from the emotional angle.
Mm-hmm. Pathetic.
It is pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm going to take a short break here, and since we're talking about the emotional angle, we got a song request from Frank out in San Diego.
Okay.
He's listening to the show tonight.
Okay.
So he just popped in and threw this request in here.
Okay.
The band is called Excel, E-X-C-E-L.
Okay.
And the name of the tune is called Tapping into the Emotional Void.
All right.
So we're going to play a couple of tunes. We'll come right back.
All right. Sounds good.
Here it is. It's Excel for Frank in San Diego exclusively here
On your classic metal show.